Okay, now let's look at how to go deeper into this plotting methods and how to put bells and whistles to the plot. So here we use what is called subplots method of PLT. So PLT, so that's our matplotlib/pyplot module. So in that we have subplots. Okay. When you run this, it's going to create two things. Okay. It's called figure object and axis object. Okay. So that. So here we have. Okay. This is the tuple. The first item is a figure object, so which is the container. That's the bigger picture, that's your top level. And then it creates one axis subplot. Now we can have one figure object and several axis objects within it. Okay, so we'll come to that in a minute. Okay. So subplots creates two objects, figure object, axis object. Axis object is where the plot actually resides. Axis objects reside in the figure object. Figure object is a frame of your plot. You can resize, reshape the frame, but you cannot draw on it. Okay. You draw your plots in the axis object. Axis object is the canvas you draw on. Axis objects belong to a figure object, only one figure object. A given axis object can belong to only one figure object. A figure object can have many axis objects inside it. Okay. So if we say figure, okay, let's say we want to create PLT figure, right? Now that will create a figure and put that in there. There's no okay. This is different from subplots. Subplots will create both a figure and an axis object. Okay. Plot figure will create only the figure on which you cannot draw. You have to then create an axis object inside it and you can plot in it. So why do you want to do this? Because when you do it this way, you can then set the figure size. Figure size is the width and the height. Okay. Then once you have a figure object like that, then you can create an axis object within it. Okay. So we have this figure already, FIG, right? Then we can say FIG dot add subplot. Okay. When we do that, a subplot is added. Fig dot subplot. Okay. So now you see we have a figure object that's much bigger than this one because we said figure size has to be 15 by 10, and then inside that figure object we have a canvas called AX. We named it AX. The AX has that. Okay. Now we can say, okay, that AX should be a bar. Okay, so it's going to plot a bar, and then we want to use the metal dot index. Okay, that's your country, right? We promoted country as the index. And then we want the count of gold medals. Okay. So now we have country, gold medal in a bar chart. Okay. Now once you have the axis object set like that, then we can say, okay, all right, now we've drawn the bar chart. Now let's go ahead and set AX. So now AX is the name of the canvas that we have created. So we put a bar chart into AX. Now we say, okay, AX, we want to set the title of AX to be gold medals by country. All right, and then I want Y label to be frequency, X label to be country, okay, and then you can give limits, Y limit to be zero to 160. Okay, and there is a reason for that. I'll tell you in just a second. Okay, so there, title, y-axis, x-axis. Okay. Now suppose we want the value labels on top of the bar, right? So the value, when you create a chart, Matplot automatically creates a container where it keeps all the values. So AX dot bar label. So bar label means for each bar we want to put a label, and that's going to be, so containers is an object see there, container has lots of values in them that PyPlot saves, and the value labels are in 0 position.